Hello there, and welcome to the Following the Nerd Show. Now with 30% more nerd. Although you can't actually tell that, can you? Unless you have some kind of nerd measuring device, which would just be weird.
Ashley Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano on Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I follow the nerd.
Woohoo!
Woohoo, indeed!
I'm getting serious drum and bass in my ears. Do you hear that?
One more time.
I'm gonna celebrate. You hearing that? So it's not just me, I'm not going crazy. Oh! It's gone.
Vamos!
Was it on your...
It was.
It was! It's up, ladies and gentlemen. He's listening to One More Time. Daft Punk, isn't it?
That was Daft Punk One More Time. You know what? I think we may actually... That may well be the first song of the night. Okay, Shane, another unbelievable opening to the show.
Indeed. Well, we like it chaotic here.
Yeah,
as usual.
That we do.
Set the tone.
That we do. This is Shane 103.4 FM, and you are listening to Following the Nerd. I'm Mark.
You're deafening me, Mark. Please turn my earphones down a little bit.
Okay, look at Walter. Walter wasn't in. Somebody's been messing with the game.
Blame Walter. I'm sure
it was Walter, even though he wasn't here.
Anyway, he's Marc and Saxon. Hi,
psychic abilities.
Yes.
Right. Busy show tonight.
Isn't it always?
A lot of news. Star Wars news. Batman news. Batman had the big 7.5 this week.
He's looking well on it, isn't he?
He is looking well.
For 75.
He definitely. Wow, 70. Tim Burton's movie, right, was for the 50th anniversary.
Oh.
Wow. 25 years. That is so depressing. So Batman was 75 this year. We'll be talking about that later on. Marvel news, of course. There just is always Marvel news. Kevin Feige.
I genuinely think we need to take a portion of the show, maybe even do a separate podcast.
Yeah.
We Following the Nerd presents Marvel news.
Yeah, I think we.
Definitely me again.
See, the game is all over the place on this thing.
Who's been messing with our stuff?
I think Kevin Feige. I think we need to get Kevin Feige on the show because, quite frankly, every week he's just
No, what? Like, let's create our own show separate from this, where it's just literally
the Kevin Feige show.
Marvel, Following the Nerd presents just marvelousness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Marvelous.
Well, we have got Marvel news, of course. We've got The Incredibles 2. Obviously, we can't show it on the radio because it's radio. But did you see the posters for Expendables 3?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's coming already.
I know.
What?
Kelsey Grammer's in it.
And Kelsey Grammer's in it. And Harrison Ford in his little jumpsuit thing.
It's adorable.
Bless. We do have that.
I want a little action figure of him. I want a Han Solo and Indiana Jones. I want this character for Expendables.
Yeah, whoever he is.
Exactly.
I totally agree with you. Right, so hold on. Wait. I think we've got this now.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry for deafening you, listeners. I can hear myself far too much now. It's annoying.
This is your voice on TV. Stephen Amell, Arrow. We're going to be talking about him later on. He's shaking things up a wee bit. Riddler has been cast in the Gotham TV series.
Ooh.
Doctor Doom has been cast in the Fantastic Four movie.
Ooh.
Miles Dyson's son has been cast in the Terminator movie.
Yeah.
So we're going to get on to that. Planet of the Apes.
Yes. Dawn of the Planet of the Rise of the Planet of the Apes. What are we on now?
What is this? This is Dawn, isn't it?
No, this is Rise.
This is Rise with Dawn?
Is this Rise?
No, this is Dawn.
Is this
Rise
Dawn?
and then Dawn. Yeah.
But surely there's Dawn first, then you Rise.
Hold on. Oh, no, this is Dawn.
This is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
Top Gun 2?
Top Gun 2, the sequel?
Really?
Yeah,
do we really want the Top Gun?
Yes, we do.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Really?
Because there's so many unanswered questions at the end of the first one.
I don't think they're going to answer those questions. I don't think they're going to answer those questions.
Damn it. I think that the answers are there in the first movie. You just need to read between the lines.
But, of course, the biggest news is, we were saying earlier on, he's on the show so much. That you were actually going to do a jingle, weren't you?
I actually recorded a jingle, but I didn't have time to edit it.
Right.
But yeah, I actually did, yeah. I've got a jingle lined up. Next time he's on the show, and there will be a next time, there will. there's going to be a Stephen Stanton jingle.
The Stephen Stanton show. Yeah, I mean, because we do love Stephen, but he has big news tonight.
Yes, he does.
And we're very, very proud to be the first show to be breaking this news later on. If you're a Disney fan or a Stephen Stanton fan or an Stephen fan, I mean, who isn't? You're going to want to check this out. We're going to hopefully be talking to him in about 15 minutes or so. But what we're going to do is we'll simmer down. Simmer down. Okay, this is Shine 102.4 FM, and you are following the Nerd. You can get us on Facebook at facebook.com/following nerd, or you can tweet us at nerd following.
Or if you're listening live,
the number's gone. The number's
brilliant,
gone.
brilliant.
I hate you so much.
I'm Philip Dennis with Gene Hunt, and I'm following the Nerd.
Hey there, this is James Arnold Taylor, voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Johnny Test, awesome! Yabba-dabba-doo, Fred Flintstone, Leonardo the Ninja Turtle, Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank, and I am following the Nerd.
And basically that's why I can't play a banjo anymore.
Oh. It's all good, isn't it?
It's all good in the hood. All good.
It's all good.
It's never bad.
So I bought my Mac. I bought a MacBook.
You bought a MacBook?
It's exciting.
Welcome to the world of Apple, isn't it scary?
I know. The money I paid for that MacBook is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, I bought a mouse for it today. Do you know how much the mouse was?
Ooh, 50 quid?
60.
Ooh, out by 10.
Mouse, right? And it's like...
Is it wireless?
It is wireless, yes.
Well,
it's so beautiful. I mean,
Is it like aerodynamic?
Yes.
Fits your hand and everything,
yes.
yeah?
It's so sleek and beautiful and white and clean.
And so is the mouse.
And so is the mouse. And, and the thing about it is, right, the whole mouse is touch sensitive.
Right.
And I'm thinking, so? I'm going to have to play around with it.
Easy. Right, careful, man. No, but I think it's because it's touch sensitive, meaning that, you can brush your finger against the middle of it. This sounds so wrong. Brush your finger against the middle of it, and you can scroll up and down pages.
I'm so glad you're doing the actions.
Yeah, you like that, do you?
Like that, easy.
Careful,
yeah,
Mike.
I think, and you can make with on your iPad. You can make the page disappear. You scrunch your hand up, the page disappear. You can do all that with the mouse.
Cool.
Is anybody going to do that? Does anybody do that? Does anybody do that?
I don't know. I don't even do that with my iPad.
If you do that with your iPad, do you not do it with your iPad?
How do you just scrunch with your hand?
If you close all your fingers on the screen.
No, it's just doing. Oh, it does do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
If you do the opposite, if you open it, it should pull the page back.
No, I'm just getting my.
That's not going to do it in the air. What?
Yeah, I should never try this stuff live. Anyway. Yes, your fancy MacBook.
Does anybody do that with the Mac? I want to know. Do you do that with your mouse? If you're out there and you're listening and you do, then give me a text. 07925289820.
That's because you're reading it off the screen.
I got the number back. Yes, this is Shame 102.4 FM, and you are following Nerd. Okay, right. We're going to be talking to Mr. Stephen Stanton in about 6 minutes, something along those lines. Kevin Feige, we were talking about him, right? Kevin Feige,
yes.
Who's kind of the main guy at Marvel.
Yes.
All these Avengers movies, he's the man overseeing this. Well done, sir.
Indeed. There, round of applause for Kevin Feige.
Well,
brilliant.
It looks like, because the big question, of course, is when is the end going to come, right, to the Marvel movies?
Yeah, I think he's basically trying to secure that's never going to happen.
Yeah. We're
going to have Marvel movies for the rest of time.
Pretty much. I mean, because he came out last August and said that he had plans until 2021 for the movies, and now it would appear he has plans, are you ready? 2028.
Wow.
That is 14 years from now.
That's
there are people
a
that
lot
love
of
these
planning
movies
ahead.
that aren't going to live to see these. That's depressing.
That's morbid, but also
real dark,
true.
Real dark, real quick. Slash Film had reported on it that apparently the story was in. Let me see. In the Business Week. And it includes a quote from Disney CEO Bob Iger. Much of Marvel's success can be attributed to Feige, he said. He has a special understanding of comics, fans, superheroes, and narrative. He concedes that Marvel won't recover the film rights to Spider-Man or the X-Men anytime soon. Boo.
That's a shame.
But says, well, instead, we do love the X-Men movies, though. And
Spider-Man too.
And, of course, Spider-Man too. What was it? But he concedes that he won't get it. But he says that Marvel has something more valuable, a universe of thousands of characters it controls entirely. money. This means that Feige can produce an unlimited number of films with interweaving storylines and characters, creating a vast audience for almost any Marvel movie. People might show up for the Avengers, meet Black Widow, come to see her movie too. There's a map of films reaching far into the next decade on the wall of Feige's office. It kind of looks like looking through the Hubble telescope. You go, what's happening back there? I can sort of see it, he laughs. They printed out a new one recently that went to 2028.
I really want a tour of Feige's office.
I know, just
I
to
really,
that wall.
And do you know what I'm imagining? Do you know like those old-fashioned kind of like cork boards, and it's got like the red woolen strings all mapping out?
Whenever they're mapping out.
Yes, like right in the middle you've got the Avengers.
They're tracking down old Nazis or something.
Oh, hang on. Either I've gone deaf or my earphones have stopped working. Did you knock them out?
Oh, hello? Hello? Testing.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We're back now. Yeah. There you go. Technical difficulties. We're covered with them. Yes, but I'm just imagining like the Avengers right in the middle and then just this big spider web. Like, you know, you've got Ant-Man and like Iron Man and Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy all just kind of spiraling out from it.
No, I think so. Okay, but it says it talks about spin-offs from the Guardians of the Galaxy, which of course comes out this August. Isn't it August?
Yeah, it's August 6th, I think it's coming out in the UK.
Feige says Iger would like to replicate the success of Ventures with the other Marvel teams. He says that Marvel could potentially spin off members of the Guardians of the Galaxy, including Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Groot, and Rocket Raccoon in their own movies. Iger and Alan Horn, chairman of Walt Disney Studios, have recently met with the Marvel team to talk about new heroes who will be introduced in the Age of Ultron and could be spun off into their own movies. Iger declines to name them, but the possibility, he says, are endless. So
basically a Quicksilver movie, a Scarlet Witch movie.
Pretty much. If they pop up, they could have their own movie. Slash Film writes, the article also documents, see, this is the reason to go out and get this magazine, the article also documents a pretty awesome exchange between Feige and Gunn in the Guardians edit room last month, where they describe a scene that sounds very much like Thanos floating in space. That, says Feige, could be a very big spoiler. Ooh,
indeed.
And of course Thanos is rumoured to pop up in Avengers. Is that you?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Yes. Clear your throat. So yeah, 2028. That's a big plan.
Yeah,
that's a big plan.
That's like forever away.
Can they keep? We talked about this last week. Of course, we reviewed the Winter Soldier last week, and we're excited.
Amazing movie.
They've got better since Avengers.
I really think so.
Do you think that the worry is out the window, and it's because we talked about this a wee bit last week, and it's just like, you know what, we can do this, we can do these movies now.
Yeah, I genuinely think so.
Because I know that our American friends haven't seen. It's not out yet in the States. It's this weekend.
There were some like advanced screenings, but I think the general release day is April 4th, which is tomorrow. Okay, so it opens tomorrow. So we'll keep the spoilers at a minimum because we know that some of you guys are listening online right now. But it is a game changer. Mm-hmm. It is a game changer. And it's not a game changer in a sense, you know, in a gimmicky way. No, this changes pretty much everything. It turns it on its head.
Yeah, and we've said already that not only will it change the direction that the movies and the TV series all go from this point on, it kind of gives you a reason to reevaluate what you've already seen.
Yeah. Which is great to go back and watch, say, the original Iron Man movie, go back and watch The Incredible Hulk, and get a new perspective on it.
It kind of reminds me of, do you know, whenever, like, people that hadn't... You know, a lot of people watched the prequels, Star Wars prequels, that hadn't watched the original trilogy, and then it was like, oh my god, Anakin's Darth Vader.
Whoa, spoilers.
Spoilers. I'm pretty sure if you listen to this show, you know that already.
Yeah.
But it's kind of that, because once you know that, and you go back and watch certain things, and you know,
you can kind of pick out.
It's like, and I kind of I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching them all again, knowing what I now know.
But what I love more than anything is that it's a shared universe. Mm-hmm. So this one event that happens in The Winter Soldier, like this has ramifications not only for past movies but for future movies as well.
Do you think is this something that we might see in the Marvel movies where every sort of couple of years they just
something comes in and shakes everything up? Yeah,
it's like, okay, you're comfortable now, boom.
Yeah,
game changer.
And do you know what? Joss Whedon. Put it down to him because that's exactly what he does. Like you watch his previous TV shows, you watch any of his work. That's exactly what happens. We get into a routine, we get into familiarity, we get into safety, and then suddenly, rug pulled out from under the feet. We're going in a new direction.
Because, and I said this last week, and even while watching Captain America: The Winter Soldier, you really felt that anybody was fair game.
Yeah, you even think Captain America's fair game.
There is a couple of points in it
you know that he's coming back for Age of Ultron. You know Captain America 3's on the way. But you watch some of those things, and what I love as well, and slight spoilers, but whatever, this is the first movie where one of the main Avengers characters gets seriously hurt.
Yeah.
Cap takes a bullet.
Yeah, because this really got you. This got you really excited last week.
Yeah. I thought this was particularly fascinating because, like, in Iron Man 3, like he spends most of the movie with like a cut on his nose or something like that. Thor at one point, you think he loses his hand. This is the first one where he actually does take damage. You don't